box because the box, just so you guys can see how big this is. So Bachmann Scenecraft, it's their range that stocking of new stuff.
And it all happened on Friday, and I'm sure you didn't even sleep on Friday or Saturday night. You were that excited to get it all unpacked and on the shelves.
It was a race.
It's already flying out the door. It is really cool to have some stuff in it, some stuff that I've never seen before. So I'm hoping that you can talk us through some of the new goodies.
I'd love to. I know that we focused on a few locomotives last week.
A bear.
A bear.
You remember
that? The bear.
The blue bear.
It has proven to be very popular.
Has it?
Yes. Yeah, people love the bear. It's unbearably cute.
It is cute.
Well, it could be.
But what I thought we'd focus on today is because we had a look at the locomotives from Bachmann branch line and also from Hornby. We'd have a bit of a look at the buildings from the Scenecraft range.
The ones that came in look really interesting.
There's been some really they're getting very good with their production process and the level of detail that they're able to achieve. And I thought I'd grabbed a selection of what I thought were like the largest, most impressive and complex moldings that I've seen them produce yet.
Well, it definitely look good. Okay, what do you got over there?
So you know what? Let's start with the box because the box, just so you guys can see how big this is. So Bachmann Scenecraft, it's their range that produces prefabricated, pre-detailed and weathered and painted buildings.
So you don't even have to paint it.
It's completely out of the box. It looks exactly like it does in the picture.
Yeah, it's amazing. It does too.
There's even weathering done to it as well. So just to show you guys the size of this, this is 00 scale or like similar to HO scale. So it's a goods unloading shed. Yeah. With very spindly, very thin pillars or columns supporting the roof. So I thought that we would bring that over.
Can I touch
absolutely it? You can.
Sure wow, thing. It's actually quite heavy.
It'll be resin, isn't it?
Yeah, cast resin.
Resin.
And then hand painted. So this particular one,
What do you reckon? Should we look at the overhead?
I think we should do that. Yeah.
It's really big enough to fit on our car. Is it big enough to be? Don't scratch the car.
Well, I'm gonna say no, but not to scale. Wrong scale.
How about I move this
Heidi's holding her hand up.
out of the way?
It's a great idea. Create a little bit of contrast.
Hashtag Heidi's holding her hand up. She likes it.
So you've got a nice corrugated iron roof. There's a lot of textural detail. You've got the rivets holding the panels on. You can kind of see that on a reflection. And then you have the trusses. But what was really impressive was this is all out of the box. It comes pre-assembled, and it has this quite delicate truss work.
It's amazing how fine it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't even have to assemble it.
No, out of the box, exactly like
this. My kind of modeling.
So this is the most complex and probably delicate one that I've seen them produce.
Really?
And it looks fabulous.
It's well done. It's really well done.
Yeah,
like a ready to run car.
That's it. Pretty much ready to run car in building form.
Ready to run rail.
No, definitely done a really good job.
Yeah. So that's one really beautiful example.
Yep.
Of one of the most impressive pieces that they've produced. But my personal favorite, this is the greatest thing that I've seen them produce yet.
What's that?
This is
What's that?
It's a 2-track.
It's a modern, chicken house.
Could be.
Chocolate factory.
It is the modern servicing depot.
Ah.
I would say it's more mid-20th century servicing depot.
It doesn't look very modern at all. I think that's advertising.
But even bigger than the last one.
Is it? Well, yeah. Can it be bigger?
Yeah.
I'm going to be lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing in there, man.
No, there's not.
You're fooling me.
I didn't think people would want to spend the live watching me take this out the box, so I took the liberty of doing that ahead of time.
Probably knew you were going to shake that.
And that too.
It's not good for it.
All right. I'll bring
I probably don't have the most delicate touch for rail.
You thought that one was heavy. This is
wow.
Slightly heavier.
It's got glass panes in there and everything.
It does.
Skylights.
Nice chunk, isn't it?
Yeah. So dual lane engine servicing house. And I've got one of our new Coronation Class locomotives.
Coronation
Class. That's
right. Look, it's going in.
Going in, just to give you an idea of the scale. Houses the largest.
Can I make the noise?
Can if you like.
Actually, the whole thing's in there.
Yeah. So yeah, designed to fit the largest of the express locomotives of the era.
Wow.
And it looks beautifully proportioned.
We'll have a look at it from the
that
overhead.
Loco's way too nice to hide in that garage.
I think so.
So I'm assuming that when you've got your layout ready and stuff, you can park your train in there.
Yeah. Yeah, the steam locomotives were very maintenance intensive, and they required special servicing house to be able to provide them with the resources that they needed to get going the next working day.
Now we just have a Marlin.
Yeah.
The clear lights here as well.
Yeah, so the entire, it's nicely glazed. And then you have I'll bring it a little bit closer so we can appreciate some of those finer details.
And even the glazing's got imperfections in it, like you would expect.
Yeah, that's right. You got the distortion, haven't you?
Yeah.
You see how my hand is all distorted?
And it's completely different to the side panes.
That carries over on the side too, yeah.
Yeah, but it's sort of like a crystal clear, that is super cool.
And a clock.
It's a clock, non-functional, but there is indeed.
I was going to say the time's wrong.
There is indeed a clock.
We're late.
It is 11 and 25 seconds on this clock.
Yep, we're late.
It's almost lunchtime for the gentlemen working in the engine house.
The brickwork's really fine too.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Would have been hard to lay all those bricks.
Good thing they molded it all in one go. But what really impressed me was the walkway along the roof.
I like the different tones here as well. So those panels got a little bit of yellow.
Somebody like you, BJ, would probably just take a brush to it and just do your own stuff anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm feeling?
Bit of Picasso work. A few dots. A few squiggles.
Mr. Squiggle.
I think it looks so real. It looks as though I've just ripped this out of a photograph and I'm holding it now.
Yeah, it looks like that, doesn't it, on the screen? Pretty decent.
I've always said that you're a catalogue boy.
Yeah. But this safety railing for the ladder and it extends all the way along the rooftop. It's just really nice touches like that separate a good looking model, from a great looking model like this.
Yeah.
There really is nothing that you would need to add to this to make it look incredible on your layout.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm going to call it extremely detailed.
Extremely detailed.
Extreme.
You didn't even lift it up. You thought the last one was
I don't
heavy.
want to. I'm scared.
That's fair.
You scared? Yeah, I'll lift it up.
What's in this box?
I'll do it for you.
You haven't opened this one.
I haven't opened this one. This box doesn't seem to be the kind of box that you can open and then close again with much ease. So
really?
Yeah, this is actually from a different manufacturer.
Looks like it's got a few staples in it.
But I was always very impressed with this as well. This is from Woodland Scenics. This is from their range of buildings in HO scale.
Would be even cool if you wired it up so it worked.
You could potentially do that. It wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work in 3-phase, but you could work it up for.
Is this for creating Frankenstein's monster?
It could be. I think that maybe if you have say a power generating plant, you almost always see one of these accompanying it. And there's not very many nicely modeled ones available.
No. How about switch it over to the top camera?
I would put make a little diorama. I'd have Nick in here charging batteries for our X-Max.
This is
Let's do it.
This is the world's largest fast charger. You can charge 50 batteries at once.
You can see the batteries pulsating.
Yeah. But Woodland Scenics noticed that there weren't many nicely made substations on the market and went ahead and produced it. So
the weathering is really it's subtle. It's not like it's been slapped on. There's actually some thought involved there.
So are you telling me that people actually hand paint this stuff in the factory?
Correct,
yeah, they would. Yeah.
And where's this stuff? Where's it out of? Sorry, I'm not really too familiar with Woodland Scenics. Is it?
Production would probably be Southeast Asia, but I'm not entirely sure where specifically. But very, very, just very skilled craft with the painting and the weathering, and there's also rust sort of streaking. It's might be hard to appreciate with it in the packaging, but you can see the
box, mate.
Yeah, well, I have, yeah. safe from your hands, I think.
That's right.
That's a very good chance.
This is a Brett force field protecting it.
I'd be all tangled in
that. But yeah, again, not from the same range as what we looked at, but another example of something that I think is really beautifully modeled and can just be added to a layout.
Ready to make modeling.
That's
really
exactly
right.
right.
Even all those cables. Cables are fit.
So you could certainly extend if you wanted power lines or telegraph poles along your layout. You could certainly, incorporate that into the scene.
Yep.
But yeah,
really nice.
3 really cool examples of prefab ready to go buildings.
Is the train new? Is there something that we can learn about the train?
That is, yep.
The train's new too. Whoa.
Well, I think we talked about these very briefly.
Oh, is this another one that you left in the box last night?
Yes, yeah. This is this is a City of Salford. I don't know the history specifically. It's quite heavy and hard to hold.
I love the
But-
colorations of this one.
Yeah, this is British. There we go. British Railways. This is sort of their second, I believe, their second logo. So this would have been mid 50s through to the late 1960s. And then later on in their history, they painted the wheel bearings yellow. I'm not sure what the significance of that was, but maybe that was just to make it more
faster.
yellow's faster, or maybe it just helps maintenance workers know precisely which bearings need to be changed or lubricated.
Maybe it's a bit like on aircraft where they have red coloured areas, so I can see the grease and any leakages.
That's a very good point as well. It could be to notice if there are significant leakages. But if anybody knows what the significance of the bearing plates being painted yellow are, and when that happened, that would be nice to know.
It's so that people can tell if Marlin's lubricated their bearings or not when it's coming for service.
Could be. These ones don't require lubrication, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, so more false advertising. You're holding bearing caps with no bearings.
Yeah. These wheels actually do not actually interact with these bearings at all. It's more.
And I see it's got wires that go all the way from here.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
What's that for?
Now, with a lot of these locomotives, well, with all of the modern ones actually from Bachmann and Hornby, you have the ability to add a DCC decoder chip after the fact, unless it's sound equipped, in which case it has that capability already. And quite often you'll find that the decoder lives inside of the tender. There's a lot of reasons why that's a good idea. First of all, it gives you lots of room, so you have a wide range of decoders that you could use. You could even add like a capacitor to the decoder.
Why would you have that?
If you have a spot on your track that's kind of a dead spot, or if you're just having trouble with smooth running, a capacitor will store some extra energy to get it over that. Yeah. And also it gives you a nice large enclosure for a speaker if you want to have a sound upgrade later on.
So Aaron asked a question about your
subwoofers.
So about your working model of the transformer, Marlin.
I am going to say, can I make
it a working model?
Probably not. I would say that would be a terrible idea, unfortunately.
Now, Aaron, why would you need one so small?
Well, I know that Aaron's in the market, actually. I think he's actually had a power supply failure lately. I think he's in the market for a new one.
I guess that's all we can say, Aaron. What else have we got?
So it's a steam train, doesn't it? It's only got a little funnel, doesn't it? Is it not a funnel?
You're liking with big funnels.
Oh, I don't know. Puff and Billy has a big one.
That's a very elegant design, isn't it?
Is it fast?
I would say so. I don't know how fast these ran, but it looks like something that would have been capable of 100 miles per hour or close to.
Wow.
So look good done.
So this is sort of like the end, or what they call the golden age of the steam era. So these were like the fastest, most powerful. This is sort of like the end of the evolution of steam locomotives and express passenger transport using.
So it's pretty much where we are now with the modern combustion engine in cars. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of, yeah. We've reached the pinnacle. This was the pinnacle of the development.
Well, with the price of petrol lately, I wish it was coal powered. I'm trying to put coal tablets into the tank, see if I can make it go. It's not working out.
But this is available in lots of different paint schemes. I think it was a LMS Railways locomotive initially, so we have it in that scheme, and a few others that it was painted in. So that's probably my favorite example of what's coming. After the bear, of course. We love the bear.
I like this heritage green.
All right.
Beautiful.
But
there you go.
That's enough of me waffling on.